Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to do my physical TBR. These are my TBR shelves. You can't really see them massively. However, we're just going to run through all of the books that I have on my TBR going into 2026. And yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start off with all of my hardbacks. Got Never Thorn, which is a lovely sprayed edition. I did want to read this around October time because it was giving me Wednesday vibes, but I just never got around to it. So we've got this one. And then we've got To Bleed a Crystal Moon, which I have actually started. I'm enjoying so far. It's not like one that I'm gravitating towards, but I have seen that it's on audio, so I might audiobook it instead. We have our Infinite Fates, which I just love the look of this book. This book sounds so fun. So yeah, I can't wait to read this. And then Four Ruined Realms, which I've heard zero things about, but I have seen that it's now out in paperback and in the works. So I feel like this must be a very book-talky, trendy one because the works usually has the trendy books. So yeah, no surprise to anyone. I've got Alchemized. Is it just me or does this book scare everyone? Because it certainly scares me. Because how am I going to read this? I might actually have to buy this on Kindle because, my gosh. And then we have One Dark Window, which is the beautiful sprayed edition. I can't believe I've managed to find this. This was the last one in the shop as well, so I'm super excited about it. We have the whole Kingdom of Lies series. This I picked up from 66 Books when I went, and I'm really excited. Apparently it gives ACOTAR vibes, so I am 100% ready to read this. And then we do have, I don't know this series, the Sacred Stones series. I'm not sure which one's first, but it is the first two books in this series. And I'm really excited to try it because one, the books they literally look beautiful, and two, everyone on TikTok is talking about them, so kind of excited. And then we have Dark Matter and Recursion. Now, I'm not normally the kind of person who likes this sort of stuff, but someone I follow on YouTube actually raves about these, so I am very excited to read them. And then we do have we have book 1, which is The Pucking Wrong Number, and then book 2, which is The Pucking Wrong Guy. I think this is book 2. Let me just double check. Yes. Book 1 and 2. I'm obviously going to have the rest of the series, but I don't know if I'll end up buying those two. We have the Book of Asriel. I would like to get to this series somewhat soon. I have heard good things, but the text in this actually terrifies me. Like, I genuinely am like, so tiny. But yeah, this was £3 from Waterstones. I was really surprised. It does have a little rip in the back, but I think that was a steal anyway. Next up, City of Gods and Monsters. So this is book 1 in... haven't got a clue what this series is called. In the House of Devils series, there is 4 books. And I'm really excited to get to this. I have heard nothing but good things. Everyone's saying that this is like a slow burn romance, but a slow burn romance in every way you want a slow burn to be. And I'm just so excited. I don't know when I'm going to get to this. Honestly, don't know, but I'm so excited to read it. And then we have From Blood and Ash. This is obviously book 1 in this series. Very excited to read this. Again, heard really good things. And then book 2. I obviously do want to get the whole series, but I don't want to buy the books and not... like, I don't want to buy the books until I've read these two, if that makes sense. We do have Zodiac Academy. So I have book 1, which is literally on my nightstand over there, and I literally cannot be bothered to go and get it. So you've got Zodiac The Awakening, and then I've also got Zodiac Ruthless Fae, which is obviously book 2. I want to read the whole series. I am slowly trying to find all these covers on Vinted because I think they're just really nice, and I don't actually like the traditionally published ones. As lovely as they are, I do genuinely think that I just think the look of these ones just gives me, like, I don't know, I just prefer them. Next up we have To Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. Heard incredible things, still can't believe it's taken me this long to get to it. I think I might try and read it towards the end of January. We shall see how invested I get into Zodiac Academy, but yeah, I'm very excited. A series that like these next two books, I actually cannot believe I have not read them yet. Firstly, I cannot believe I haven't read the first one, considering every man and their dog has been talking about it. And secondly, how have I waited this long not to read the first one and then not to get to the second one, if that makes sense. So we've got Bride by Ali Hazelwood, and then we've also got Mate by Ali Hazelwood. Now, I came across these in the works and they literally match. I didn't think that they had editions that matched, but they do, and I'm totally here for it. Next up, we've got Crimson Moth. I don't actually know anything about this, but I think I'm going to wait to read this until October because it's witchy vibes, so this might be the one I read during like Halloweeny season next year. We have Obsidian. I've genuinely heard zero about this. What is this? Oh my god, it's by the same author as From Blood and Ash. I didn't even know that, so I probably will like this series. What is this called? The Lux series. That's what it's called. Very excited. And as well, it's a very short book, so we do like short books. You're gonna actually laugh at me because I still have the sticker on this. But we have one beautiful sprayed edge book, but it's the Sky on Fire, by Jen Lyons. Struggle to say that. I, again, know nothing about it other than the beautiful sprayed edge. So if this is a note to anyone, I get very easily influenced in buying books. So yeah, I'm very excited. I am actually excited to read this because one of the reasons why I did pick it up is because it sounded good when I obviously picked it up. I've had this for a good 5 months, but also it does have dragons on, so I'm kind of thinking this will be right on my street. The next two, we have Abby Jimenez. I genuinely can't pronounce her name. I hear everyone pronouncing it and it sounds wrong, but also I'm not even going to try and butcher it because Jimenez? Yeah, apologies. That's enough of me trying to pronounce this book. Life's Too Short, this one. I'm excited. I have never read anything from her. Do you know, this is going to be one of the books I take to Dubai with me, I think. Going to be this one, and maybe this is the only physical copy of a book that I'm going to take. But yeah, can't wait to read this. And then we have Mr. Fixer-Upper by Lucy Score. Again, never read anything by Lucy Score, but I've heard really, really good things. And I didn't want to start off with the typical things we never get over and all that sort of stuff, because they're really quite big books, and I've actually heard they are quite emotional. I might be completely wrong, but I've heard like they're quite hard-hitting, so I just kind of fancied one that sounded a little bit more upbeat, I guess. And then we've got some more sprayed edges because, yeah, we've got 3 more sprayed edges, so I think we're just going to get through these ones. So this is also another contender for holiday because I go away on the 13th of March, which, yes, Valentine's Day will have been a month away, or a month after that, but if I don't get to it during February, I'll take it away with me. And this is The Perfect Picture. Like, literally bought it purely because of the sprayed edge. And also because I've read Tessa Bailey before and I do like her writing. But I know nothing about this book other than the fact that it's baseball, I think. And yeah, got Fall I Want. Oh my god, this one, I'm only going to talk about it a little bit, but firstly, it's sprayed edges. Secondly, this is an American edition of this book. We don't have, in the UK, we don't have this one, and we also don't have the sprayed edge edition. So when I saw this in Waterstones in Stratford, I was like, I'm getting it now. Also, this one worked out to be $9.99, and in the USA, this is $18.99. So can we just do the math there? Books in America are so expensive. Why on earth is this book nearly like $20? That's ridiculous. Next up, we've got The Favourites, which should really be read in winter, but for some reason it's just not calling to me. I've heard absolutely nothing about it. I obviously know it's an ice hockey romance. I think it's kind of, I think it's based on a true story. I'm not sure. I could be very wrong in that, but the one thing that really kind of puts me off is how tiny the text is, but I do really want to read it. So we shall see. If I'm going to read it, January is the perfect time to read it, I would say. So we do need to get through these books, so I probably will actually force myself to read it. First Time Caller, which again has been on my list. I think I bought this in March this year and I still haven't read it, but I've read The Good Spirits by B.K. Boris and I did really like it. So little like birdies telling me that I'm going to like this, but also the second one comes out soon-ish, whether that be March or whether that be sooner than that. So my thought process is I read this just before it comes out and then buy the second one and read the second one. That's my thoughts on that, but I'm pretty sure this is on Kindle Unlimited now, so I'm tempted to just read it on there. Got 3 other books, but they are actually in the spare room. I've actually got handed up, taken a photo of them. So I've got The Score by Elle Kennedy, The Goal by Elle Kennedy, and The Legacy. So they are the last 3 in the off-campus series. So that is my physical TBR. Let me just count how many books that is. My total is actually standing at 40, which is basically the amount of books I read this year. I don't know whether I'm going to be getting through all of these because I'm definitely going to be adding to my little list. However, I do have Dubai booked for March and also I'm going away in September to Spain. So in theory, those weeks I am going to be reading a lot more. So actually I do think I'm going to be able to get through quite a lot. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you soon for a new one. Bye!